Sit back, grab a drink, and listen to Free Liquor.
Never gets broken. This is my favorite scripture. It's my life verse. I love this verse. It says this.
Joel Osteen.
What'd you say?
Joel Osteen.
It's Mark Lowry.
Okay.
He's the guy that wrote that Mary Did You Know Song. He wrote the lyrics.
You gotta tell us a little about it.
I love that verse, don't you? And it came to pass.
Warriors. Wake your goat mouth ass up for the 23 shout out. You know what the fuck it is. You know what the fuck it is. Welcome to Free Liquor, where we pop bottles and we pop off. It's your boy, the man that you love to hate, but your daughter want to date and your son want to be like, you bastards. DY, and I'm always here with my lovely co-host
Tony Voorhees, also known as @StonyChilds.
In today's episode, we have 3 contributors. Contributors, introduce yourselves. We're going to start with the lady at the end.
Alright, hey everybody, I'm Shaki.
Okay.
So y'all, I'm B&D, Ages, Blessing and Term Ages, Big Bill for left checking in.
For sure.
It was good on Bebo.
Bebo?
Yes, sir.
Bebo.
Yes, sir.
Like the big bull at University of Texas.
Is that at University of Texas?
Yeah.
Did not know. Is that
bull.
a mascot?
Yeah, the bull. His name is Bebo.
I had no fucking clue.
Yeah, that's all. Like,
There's so many other motherfuckers named Bebo. There's a fucking like an animated. There's like a pet in like Rick and Morty that's also named Bebo. I found that out.
I love Rick and Morty.
Right. I didn't know about that either. And all this shit I'm finding out after I fucking chose that name. So I gotta get fucking that shit like re-spelt or trademarked or some shit.
That's the reason why I chose a real simple name. D-Y. Cause my first name begin with a D and the first 3 initials of my last name is Y. And also stole that shit from a motherfucker I used to like that played at UD Merch. His name was Daniel Y. So don't sue me, motherfucker. Hey, just a disclaimer. Anything that comes out of my mouth is of my own fruition and not the show. If you don't like what I got to say, eat 14 dicks on a rainy Tuesday.
Man.
Now, with that being said, I want to go ahead and start with my Lamont Sanford Award, which is the You Big Dummy, and that's to you hoe-ass cops in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
So we come to find out that old boy was fucking one of y'all wives, so rather than handling it like a man and catching him on your own, y'all posse up and make it look like a traffic stop to murk.
That's really what happened?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that information just came out recently.
Wow.
First things first, I'm not going to disrespect all cops because to this day, my man's father, Tony Hudson, was one of the guys that set me straight in the game. He was a lieutenant for Detroit Police for over 15 years. I want to say damn near 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done worked with plenty of cops down here in Dallas and through youth sports. Good guys. Handle their business. But what you hoe ass niggas did, all you bitches deserve to get gagged, get butt fucked by Fleece Johnson personally, and then get murked. And I don't give a fuck if you two pull it down. But with that being said, y'all all can kiss my ass, and I hope you all get the death penalty. Fuck life. There's too many motherfuckers doing life in prison when we could put that money into education. We could put that money into job training. We could put that money into so many different resources than keeping a motherfucker in prison for 50, 60 years. Kill they bitch asses. And you can toast me if you want, or you can keep your cup down. But fuck all you, and I hope you all burn in hell. Samuel Jackson voice.
All right.
Now, with that being said,
Fuck them.
fuck them. Fuck them all! Bernie Mac voice. Fuck them all.
Is it Detroit? You from Detroit?
Born and raised.
Oh shit.
West Side, Finkel.
You on Detroit?
So,
Get it.
ooh, that was a little word, but
That's a start. When did that go down?
That's just like
The info came out, but when did it all happen?
I just found out about that like today.
Shit. And the info was
Yeah,
released a
that's
couple
fucked
days ago, and the shit was
Like
probably done like maybe
like
like
the
a
video
week.
got released like yesterday. They were saying, and they were saying, come to find out that old boy was fucking one of those cops'
So it was
ex-wife.
like a civil thing, and then
So
it
he
fucking,
was, just on some whole shit. Oh,
He
you,
had a
that's some
vendetta.
crazy-
and he made it look like a traffic stop
Wow.
and shit, and they was plotting on dude. So hey, with that being said, fuck
Well,
all y'all. Y'all deserve to get taken out back and get taken out old Yeller style.
oh damn.
Shit.
Hey,
Oh,
To go to the back.
I actually cried when I saw Yeller.
How old is that movie? That's
Old
like
as hell. It's like
70,
black and white.
60. Is it black and white?
Mhm.
I thought that was
And they
color.
take the dog in the back and they shoot him.
Yeah, I know that's how it. I thought that was like in color. What the hell?
Oh, I saw it in black and white
Oh shit.
in like middle school.
Oh,
shit, okay.
shout out to old Yeller. One less to worry about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have 3 questions to pose to you guys. We can start wherever y'all want to. 1, do women let ourselves go? 2, why are looks so important when it comes to men? Men's.
Oh okay.
3,
Come on now.
do women have the right to ask for the 3 6s, which are 6 figures, 6 feet tall, and a 6-inch? Where do y'all want to start?
First, we go.
Well, you ask half of the chicks. Well, if you ask half of the chicks on the west side of Detroit, they don't want a 6-inch dick. They want a 9-inch dick
Man.
because
At least
they got more miles on them than a '57 Chevy. It's like throwing a hot dog in the hallway, baby.
Well, I'm gonna ask the lady to my right here. Where would you like to start?
Oh,
I'm gonna go in another direction.
I would like to start with the 3.
Okay.
The 3.
So
Three
the 3
yeah.
6s. So what do you think about that?
I feel like women do have the right to ask for that. I mean, if I'm coming to you with a full play, I got a job, I got all this going for me, how am I wrong for asking for that in return, you know?
I get okay. So according to BlackDemographics.com, I'm finna go ahead and get serious with y'all and stop with the silly shit. According to BlackDemographics.com, only 13% of black men in this country, only 13% of men in general, all races, are 6 feet or taller. And then when you get to talking about 6'2" and taller, you're talking about 4, maybe 5% of men. So you're talking about a very small number to start with. Then you're talking about men who makes 6 figures or better in this country. That's right around 6, maybe 7%. So what you're doing is you're limiting your pool of possible suitors so dramatically that you ain't even really speaking realistically. And then once again, it goes back to the Hill Harper rule, the 95-5 rule. If you ever read his book, The Conversation, where he says 95% of the people are looking for 5% of the people, and then once they can't get that 5%, they're like, where are all the dating options at?
Right.
Because they're so busy looking at the smaller percentage that they're not looking at all available options. So when women say, oh, he got to be 6 feet and he got to make 6 figures and he got to have a 6-inch dick.
At least.
Yeah. And thing is, like, honestly,
I mean, I gotta like make it clear.
Once again,
Not one of the 3. At least
Right.
the 3. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, and considering that the woman's vaginal hole is only supposed to be, what, 5.5 inches to start with? Why do you want a motherfucker with 6 or more inches? It's like sticking a ruler in your pussy. You ever stuck a ruler in your pussy?
I have not.
I know women who have.
I'm not.
Shout out to Trey.
To measure?
Like, for pleasure purposes.
I used to have a cougar that
How
was.
would that feel good?
I used to have a cougar that was into
That's
shit.
like sticking this. But
Right. It's,
She had I had a cougar that had an 18-inch dildo.
What?
And she used to like for me to hit her with the dildo while you know.
all
what I'm saying?
18?
All 18 didn't fit in her. She was only 5.
That's what I'm saying. So why so?
Same reason why we asked y'all why y'all want 6 or more inches. All of them ain't gonna fit.
Some women do.
Once again, if your joint fits 6 or more inches, you got more miles on you than a NASCAR.
I think the line between fantasy and preference gets kind of blurred
okay.
sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with having the fantasy for that. Because, I mean, it kind of goes back to another topic, the previous topic you were bringing up, which was directed at men saying, why are looks so important? It's a difference between a preference and a fantasy. And, you know, if you're looking for someone really nice you want to spend a lot of time with, you want to find a good balance of that.
No, for sure.
That's true.
Sure.
I agree.
Is she really pickpocketing my jacket and doing the broadcast? I'm like, goddamn. Hey, we sitting up here, we like, you know we see you, right?
Shout out to Mrs. A-List.
Shout out to Mrs. A-List. The worst criminal on the planet. But you know, but seriously though, like I get the whole preference thing. Just like, you know, I don't want a chick that look like Precious or look like who was the big chick.
Rasputia.
Yeah, I don't want a chick. You know what I'm saying? If I'm getting up
It's
here
one of my
doing,
favorite movies.
if I'm getting up here doing 60 hours a week behind the wheel of that truck, I don't want to come home to a chick that look like something I know I could have did better than. Just like I get where women are like, I want a man that's taller than me, looks better than me, has more money than me, puts me in the best position possible for the lifestyle I want to
Looks
live.
better than me? I don't know about that one.
Stop capping. You know you like them Mickey Free looking ass niggas. That's why you got your hat on.
First of all, who is Mickey Free?
You saw Dave Chappelle? Shit. Talking about, yeah, Prince got this new bad bitch, Mickey Free. Nigga, Mickey Free was a man.
I mean, I would like my man to look like a man. Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, he doesn't have to be like beautiful or anything like that. Does he have to be super tall? No. Because I'm only 5'4". I would like my man to be at least, I would say 5'8", 5'9", because he'll still be taller than me in heels.
Yeah.
Because I'm only 5'7" in
4'11",
heels.
so
Oh,
anybody
damn.
can be taller than me. So yeah.
I got a homegirl back in Detroit that is like infatuated with E40. She's like, my nigga gotta look a little pregnant for me to fuck with him.
I mean,
Their preference.
That's a beer belly.
if that's what she
What you
like.
talking about, beer belly?
We out here with the motherfucking casual ass. This is what a real man look like.
There we go.
Fuck you, Derrick Jackson, and your cheating ass.
I mean, I like my man to be a little tighter than that. But he doesn't have to be like a bodybuilder, because I mean, I do go to the gym myself.
She like her guys to look like Scott Steiner and
I do
shit.
too. I'm in the gym, fighting every day.
Oh, Brock Lesnar looking ass motherfuckers. Oh, Bobby
I'm trying to
Lashley
get back to
looking
that.
ass
I go
niggas.
like 3.
I mean, I feel like I just at least need to be attracted to you. Like I don't try to get super specific, because again, like you said, you limit yourself. But there are certain things, like I do want you to have a job and be able to take care of yourself. Because if you can't do that, then you
You know how
can't.
many
You know,
times? You know how many times we take it for the team when we be hitting y'all with the body on?
I just feel like sometimes women, like, they expect us to just settle for just whatever, and then men have all these like, oh, she gotta be a baddie, and she gotta, and I'm like, have you seen your mama though? And not to be mean, but I'm like, but no,
But here's my
being for
counter.
real, like-
But here's my counter. If I have the great example. If I have. Don't get me.
Not
Hey,
the
don't.
mama.
Shout out to liar niggas. 'Cause you know your mama's really ugly
I'm
as a
sorry, I wouldn't
motherfucker,
even
and
try to-
the only reason why you here is because your mama needed $40 and Mr. Leroy didn't have no rubbers that day. Let's keep it a buck. But with that being said,
Mr. John.
motherfucker Willie Earl was first.
Stanley.
Willie Earl. Stanley.
You
Looking
seen that
ass.
video?
Drink after that one.
Nah, this one already. Well, fuck you. Try that
No,
one.
that's open. They're both open.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Free liquor.
Free liquor. This is what we do.
Don't show the label.
I forgot
Don't
to say
pay us.
I forgot to say the tagline. Where we pop bottles and we pop off. But to counter your point, if I have the ability, if I'm one of these cats which I am, that has the ability to put a female in a better situation than she could provide herself, why in the fuck would I settle?
So are you saying like a man who has the 3 6s? What does he necessarily want?
See, that's where a lot of women get the dating game fucked up. Y'all are like more concerned with what you want versus being available to the type of man you want.
What do you mean?
That's big.
Good example, like I used to always tell my female friends when I was in college, instead of worrying about the dudes you don't want, go to the places where the dudes you want are.
Facts.
There's a reason why chicks sit at steakhouses at the bar, because they understand that most dudes with money go to steakhouses. They understand that most dudes with their paper right, they go to certain places.
Right.
They ain't at levels. They ain't at, you know what I'm saying, Willie Earl's juke
I mean, if
joint.
you like a Pookie and a Ray Ray, they had level.
Yeah, I mean, but most chicks like dope boys because dope boys, they are natural tricks, even though they play hard and all that. But yeah, come through. I'm about to buy this table, bitch. I'm gonna buy about 3 or 4 bottles and shit. Bring your girls with you. That's why she laughing because she done had that call before.
I just know what it's like.
Cap.
Hey, man, I just know what it's like that though. Like it's again, like you said, a club is not somewhere that you want to go to really look for your
Soulmate.
Yeah.
You'll find a mixed bag at
yeah,
clubs.
it's just the environment. Like you,
Right.
There's no such thing as a soulmate.
you don't think so?
I feel like
Do
you
you-
have several.
Are
I
you?
feel like you have several too.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
feel like
about
my
to
best
say.
friend
I was
is
about
my
to say. Do you
soulmate.
mean like in terms of just one? Because there could be several people that you could. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
There
And
could be
that's,
several.
and that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like there's no such thing as a quote unquote soulmate for the simple fact that as a man, first things first, as a man, it's our biological imperative to impregnate as many women as possible. And that's for the insurance that our legacy continues on. It's most women biological imperative to find the best man possible and be the carrier of his legacy.
Right, the 3 6s. That's
So
the
that's
best
what,
man.
Yeah, so that's what y'all would per se see as the best man. But with that being said, with the once again with the availability of black men to black women, because once again the number is 2.5 more black women than black men.
So y'all say.
Oh no, this is blackdemographics.com. This is the census. This is the
Cite our
CDC.
sources
Yeah, that's
here.
legit.
This is the census.
Lying.
It's not
This is the
Wikipedia.
Niggas be
nothing like.
lying.
Well, I don't trust the government anyway. Fuck you, Bill Clinton, George Bush, George Herbert Bush, Donald Trump. Fuck you, Obama, and last but not least,
Damn.
Obama.
fuck Biden too. Fuck all you.
So again,
because of this gas is getting, boy, this shit getting outrageous.
I would like my college loans.
They are not forgiving that shit.
Like,
Give that dream up.
I mean, like,
Biden, I don't know.
while we're discussing it, I would. But I would like to stress that the thoughts and opinions of DY are not that of everyone else on this podcast. I just want to say
We do not.
Yeah,
But just understand that many of them agree. They just won't say it publicly.
I drive a
The
truck
silent
bike,
majority.
and this gas ain't where it needs to be, my guy. Trump had this
It's
shit
coming
right.
back
You
up.
need to get right, Biden.
It
I don't
is
know which
coming
one they're
back
doing.
up. Yeah.
I didn't vote for your ass, but I don't know what you're doing.
So who you voted for?
I didn't vote at all. Cause I just felt like we was fucked on both ends,
I mean,
honestly.
it's been like that.
But our
for a minute, though.
ancestors fought for our...
They did.
Can we stop with that?
At the same time, I feel like they all work together. They all on the same.
Oh yeah, they're definitely in
You know what I'm
cahoots.
saying? So it's just like, are we really like contributing to this, or do you already got this set in stone how you finna play this? You know what I'm saying? Like that's
whether
why I
you
just-
right wing or left wing, guess
Right.
what? They're all attached to the same bird.
They are.
And the same bird says fuck the black community.
Yep.
Now you can
I
sit
mean-
there and say, oh, I'm gonna vote Democratic because my mama and my big mama and my great grandmama and Harriet Tubman and Sojourner
Right.
Truth, and they've already told the black community for decades, somebody get the dough and tell them my mama said I can't have company. Don't act like y'all ain't said that shit when y'all was little. My mama said I can't have company.
Mama said I can't
Yeah,
have
Mama said I
company. I just don't want to go outside, really.
You brought up a great point about like my grandma and my mama and all that, and I feel like we do a lot of stuff because somebody else, you know, like we were raised in it, or so many people around us do it. Like, I guess I'm trying to get more into the thought process of, am I doing these things because I want to do them, or have I been so programmed that it just
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you research the candidates that you vote for?
when I vote, yeah, I try to read,
Okay,
but
so
yeah,
I
like
did- So at that point, you're researching the candidates that you're voting for, so you're making a informed, logical decision of who you're putting your vote behind.
right.
And the reason why most black men don't vote is because we already understand this system does not want us
Nope.
to benefit, does not want us to gain anything from it, and in most cases are catering to black women by saying, hey, we're gonna forgive your student loans, we're gonna make sure that evil
I mean, I would
Pookie and that-
like
They're not gonna forgive your shit.
Yeah, they not.
Pay these motherfuckers.
I would.
Pay them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They already told you, fuck you, pay me.
Right.
And the fuck you part is first because they gotta make sure they get their nut before they get their cash because they are the greatest. They are the greatest dates catchers ever. Shout out to Sinful the P, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And Kenny Red, you know. But with that being said, our community has to understand that the elective does not want black men involved because they already understand that y'all, for the most part, run the community.
Who is the
Black
y'all?
women. Black women, they run the community. Like they incentivize it to push us out the homes with the welfare programs, with this, with that. So with that being said, they don't really want us to vote. They just want to give y'all what y'all need to continue to keep y'all voting in order to oppress us to get as much money out of our pockets without actually us being in the home.
Yep.
Now I can go on a whole soliloquy about how
Go ahead.
A creates B creates C, and that's the reason why y'all ain't got halfway decent men today because there's no men in the home. And the way a dynamic work is, if you want a man to be a leader, he has to see a leader in his home every day in order to understand what it takes to be the man of a house, to be a husband, to be a provider, to be this,
The example is gone.
yeah, the examples.
Shout out to my daddy because he's
Shout
amazing.
out to my daddy.
I love my daddy.
For real, me too.
Shout out to
Same.
Big Tony. I love you
Yeah,
so much.
shout out to Romy
Thank you
Bone.
so much, Daddy. I love you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandfather was one of them old school Arkansas guys. My grandmother was one of them old school Mississippi women. I think she might have went to prom with Harpo.
Come on, Mississippi.
You know what I'm saying?
So went to prom with Harpo.
But with that being said, it's like, if you take that dynamic out of the house, you know what I'm saying, you get a generation after generation after generation of men who don't grow up understanding the responsibility that it is to be the man of the house, that doesn't understand what it is to be the man of the house, and not understand what it takes to provide the things that the man of a house provides. And see, the thing is, what the government has done for decades is take us out the house by incentivizing y'all to stay on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? And then even the ones of y'all who go off to college and get educated, y'all grow up with a Miss Sanders mindset because y'all like, black men ain't shit, and I ain't seen this and I ain't seen that. So it's like when y'all run across a dude that's of those things, y'all really don't know how to date dude. Because for so long,
It's facts.
because for so long, y'all done had to do it on your own.
Yeah.
That when y'all finally run across a motherfucker who can actually do it, it's like,
It's a trick.
Can't relate. I just want to say that because I know a good man when I see one. I do not like, hood boogers, pookies, ray rays, anything. I'm dead ass. Everyone that I have dated has been an upstanding individual. All right, except for one. But we don't have to talk about him. He's on probation until 2080, but we don't have to.
That's all right.
expound- yeah. But we don't have to expound on that.
Okay.
But no, I do. Like I said, I grew up in a 2-parent household. My parents have been married for 41 years. My dad has been an amazing example of what a man should be: a protector, a provider, someone who can lead his family, someone who can communicate, someone who sets his family up for a good future. That being said, shout out to the dad from the Inky Boys. He passed away from cancer recently, and I just want to acknowledge him.
no one told you to get them Jenny braids before you brought your ass up here.
First of all, these are faux locks. Thank you.
She didn't have them in poetic justice, motherfucker.
But no, I just wanted to take the time to acknowledge him because he is an example of someone who set his children up for a future. His son is an amazing actor. I want to say he's on the new George Lopez show or something.
Oh,
he saw the potential in his son and was able to cultivate that before his untimely passing. So shout out to him.
When did he pass?
I think a few days ago.
Yeah,
He was only
How
35.
are you doing?
Oh.
How are you doing with that? How's the family doing?
I don't know. They released their statements, but I would imagine they would be devastated just because it was a young family and they had pretty young kids.
Yeah.
And their son, I think, was only, 7?
Oh, yeah.
So, and they would do those videos together
Was
all
it
the
just
time.
what was the cause of
Cancer.
Cancer.
Cancer?
Mhm.
Where?
I don't know all of that. I just know it's
Wow.
cancer.
I think
yeah.
he had no. I'm not
7
gonna
years
say that.
old with cancer?
Well, no, the father
dad-
passed
father
away.
passed away.
Yeah, not the kid.
I was about to be like, that's why.
Oh yeah.
But kids are born with cancer a lot here.
Yeah.
No, but
Fuck cancer.
Fuck
I just want to stay for the record, and I've already told my niece and my nephews this. If I die of anything, it would be prostate cancer, because they are not sticking a finger up my ass. You got me fucked up. My ass will be a virgin until the day I die. If their prostate cancer kills me, so motherfucking be it. Because you are not sticking a finger on my ass. I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck I'll be 42 in May. My ass will be a virgin until the day they kill me.
Well,
Or until I kill my wife and I have to do life in prison. Then at that point, shit. Somebody give up some booty.
Not you gonna be a booty warrior.
What was the topic again?
Back to the question. So it was, do women let ourselves go?
Yes, I do.
dang.
Why are looks so important to men? And do women have the right to ask for the 3 6s, six
Well,
figures, 6 feet tall,
Well,
6
well, you
inch?
asked 3 already. Why do women let themselves go? Easy, because y'all get comfortable. Y'all get the guy who puts you in the lifestyle that you want, that's physically what you want, and you no longer think you got to get out here and go get it, because you already got everything you want. So now that you got what you want, and it goes back to our initial show where we talk about entitlement, where you think you're this badass bitch, and this nigga is lucky to have you, even though he is all of the 6s that y'all ask, that y'all claim y'all want, and y'all treat him like he's an option when he's really at a premium.
Oh, me, he plus more. Oh,
I feel like
God.
guys get comfortable too, though.
For sure.
That applies to both. That happens both
the
ways.
reason why guys get comfortable is that we get caught up in continuing to provide the lifestyle in which that we're giving you. So which means instead of spending 3 hours in the gym, now we got to spend an hour in the gym because we're working an hour overtime.
It got real quiet.
Got deep.
It's interesting seeing our relationship with something that you mentioned before, our biological programming.
Yeah.
In relation to how culture is moving, and the relationship between that, and how it's kind of shifting, and how it's kind of like a pull and a push.
Because I give you a great example. You see so many women in general, not even black women, but just women in general. They have their degrees, they're getting money, they're taking their passport sis trips. Shout out to the passport bros, by the way. I don't give a fuck. You go to Brazil, Thailand, or you go to motherfucking Oak Cliff. You want to give a bitch $40, you want to give a bitch $400. Do you? But with that being said, so many women today have the educational opportunities that they didn't have back in the day. They have so many, of these different opportunities to get money. But when it's all said and done, every woman I'm not gonna say, not every, most.
Like generalizations. Yeah.
Most, air quotes, most women want a man who can provide them better than they can provide themselves. And that's a biological imperative. That's been since the Stone Age, when cavemen walked out, clubbed motherfucking pterodactyl, when Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble was out there motherfucking clubbing seals and bringing it back to Wilma and all that shit. Hey, by the way, fuck you Flintstones and the Jetsons, because I ain't seen no black people back then, and you motherfuckers trying to say ain't gonna be no black people in the future. You got me fucked up.
That is a good point.
That is a good point.
That's true. I'm like, dang, I'm thinking like, wow.
Yeah.
Seriously, ain't nobody ever watched the Jetsons like, what the fuck is the black people at?
Yeah.
What the fuck they do? Breed us out?
This takes place during the age of dinosaurs, and everyone's fucking pale as shit.
4 minutes? 4 minutes, nigga, 4 minutes. But with that being said, God damn, I did most of the talking this episode, huh?
Yeah, kind of good. You good.
I'm tired of you sexually harassing me. I want to file a complaint with HR, and I'm HR. Go ahead, let the conversation continue.
Did anyone else want to share a point or?
I guess to jump back to what you were saying before about you were talking about bipartisanship, and with the whole pointless conversation of, I'm going to vote Democrat because of X, Y, and Z. I'm going to go Republican X, Y, and Z. There is a possible, I've had conversations about this before, like there is a possible way to break bipartisanship but it's very situational to where all of the alternative parties need to make a coalition. And I mean all of the alternative parties,
Like Green Party.
like all of them. Even if, and this is really situational because a lot of the alternative parties are really niche. And so they're not going to agree on everything.
Right.
And so they would have to make a coalition just for like the presidential run, pick somebody, just forget about the differences for just like the campaign run, you know, and then again for the situation they win because they're able to what's the word I'm looking for? They're able to kind of get everyone's attention because it is very niche, and so the parties are really trying to aim for more specific things.
Well,
they'll get other people that.
I'm about to put you up on game.
Sounds like fake it till you make it.
I'm about to put you up on game though. Remember that election where Hillary ran against Bernie?
Right.
Now Bernie is an independent.
That's
Bernie
true.
jumped on the Democratic ticket
Right.
because he understood that he had to jump on the Democrat. He felt he had to jump on the Democratic
Right.
ticket in order to gain support. Bernie actually would have been better off staying as an
But here-
independent. And if you notice that, you know, like case upon
Right.
a girl in Arizona
Yeah.
who left the Republican Party and decided to go independent because she knew she had a better chance winning her re-election as an independent versus staying on the Republican.
When did
ticket.
that happen?
That happened actually right before the year ended in 2020.
Okay, so that's, you mentioned Bernie and Hillary. I'm saying now is a good time for the alternative parties to make a coalition.
But what I'm saying is this: had Bernie,
Because we've
had Bernie
seen-
ran as an independent, he'd had a better chance winning,
Right.
versus jumping on the.
And now we've
Democratic
seen it.
ticket
Now we've seen it with
challenging
two
Hillary.
elections. Now the past two elections, we've seen that bipartisanship is a fucking joke. Like you had just said, they're all the fucking
I'm
same.
just trying to figure out how we went from dick to election.
No, but and so we the public for 8 years now.
I am a boy, damn it! That is not how we do things. I don't talk about dick. I got one,
Yeah, ask a question.
and it's 5.5. Motherfucker, don't hold me back. Don't do it.
The lady wanted to ask a question.
I do want to ask, like,
Yeah.
back to women, like, having their education, all this good stuff. So, I'm in school, you know, getting my doctorate, all that kind of good stuff lined up. And I feel like I've dated guys that, you know, had the degree and some that did not. And I still feel like I still don't come across, like, good quality men. Not that they're not nice and not, like, nice guys, but I feel like maybe their intentions, or I don't know, but I feel like I've been on both ends of the spectrum, and I'm still like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. That comes from, as like I said, the general senses of our podcast itself is about misandry and misogyny. Misandry is the hate or contempt of men. Misogyny is
That's
the
what women.
hate or contempt of women. And see, what happens is a lot of women in our community, they grow up in a misandrous house. You get told, niggas ain't shit. You gotta
Man.
watch out for niggas. Yada yada. So it's like a motherfucking man gotta be damn near perfect for you to be like, okay, I can take the brakes off now.
right.
Everything is always like the way dating in our community goes is always the fist here and you're waiting for this fist. And what happens
We're
is
always
when
on
you-
guard.
Right.
So
but
you're
and
always
that was the
looking at
Right.
the dating spectrum in that view, you never allow yourself to run across the type of guys. Like I guarantee you've ran across at least 3 guys that were what you were looking for, but your misandrous mindset didn't allow you to fully take those guys on.
Yeah.
And I will, if I may,
Go ahead.
I'll also say it depends on what you lead with. Because men don't care about our degrees. They don't care about our money. They don't
Right.
care about that. They care about how you look, what, you know, soft skills you have, and what, I guess, to an extent,
Ladies-
I guess domestic capabilities.
ladies,
so I would say lead
Ladies,
with that.
I'm gonna give y'all the recipe
So-
of how to get a man. It's only
Be-
3 things we
so
really care about.
Be what your man
This is our
wants you to
sixes.
be. Think about what he wants, the
One.
same way that he thinks about what you want.
1, don't
They
be
know
an
they have
extra
to be
bill
like
in our
Like,
life.
make the balance between
Alright.
getting what you want.
2, be fucking.
Consistency.
Like I said, 1, don't be an extra bill in our life.
Don't be a
2,
headache.
be fucking, and 3, don't be a headache. If you can do those 3 things, you can get a husband.
And you respect your man. Respect.
How
Let him lead.
much more time do I got? Done? Alright, so apparently we've run out of time on this episode of Free Liquor. Can we get a quick toast? And always remember, eat 14 dicks on a rainy Tuesday.
Free
See
liquor.